There is nothing more beautiful than a courageous heart that remains steadfast in the face of the storm. Welcome to this new video, where we will explore how Stoic thought, combined with the powerful metaphors of Greek mythology, can guide us in making healthier decisions and in saying no to toxic influences that hinder our inner growth. In ancient Greece, heroes and goddesses such as Athena, Artemis, or the brave Atalanta taught us that to walk the path of virtue, it is essential to recognize those who might obstruct our journey. Just as the Stoics encourage us to cultivate inner righteousness, so do the great mythological figures show us how to face evil or deceit with firmness, courage, and wisdom. We often strive to help others, a noble and commendable behavior. But as Epictetus reminds us, it is impossible to teach someone who believes they already know everything. Similarly, if a person is not ready to change, our efforts risk being in vain, much like the many unheeded warnings of Cassandra, the Trojan priestess doomed never to be believed. To avoid wasting time and energy on hopeless situations, it is crucial to recognize certain clear signs. In this video, we will discuss 9 types of people to whom, according to Stoic wisdom and with inspiration from mythological stories, we should learn to say no with courage and serenity. Before we begin, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment. Your participation helps grow this community of Stoic thought enthusiasts and all those who seek inspiration in ancient Greek legends. Now, let us embark on our journey through philosophy and myth. There are individuals who, like the companions of Odysseus enchanted by the lotus flowers, lock themselves in a world of dreams and lies, unable to accept reality. This tendency to build imaginary kingdoms often arises from a desire to escape fears or past traumas. The Stoics teach us that to progress, we must look truth straight in the eye, even when it is uncomfortable. Seneca advised confronting one's weaknesses, because only in doing so can we truly grow. When someone prefers the veil of illusion to the clear sharpness of facts, any attempt to help them risks shattering like a wave against the rocks. In the myth, Princess Ariadne gives Theseus the thread to escape the labyrinth, but if Theseus had denied the reality of danger, the thread would have been useless. Similarly, those who refuse to acknowledge their difficulties or see the complexity of the world are not ready to be helped. Often these individuals do not act out of malice but out of self-preservation. However, if they stubbornly cling to their illusions, no external aid will suffice. It is like trying to make someone open their eyes when they refuse to remove the blindfold. In such situations, the Stoic approach advises against insistence. We can show the truth, but we cannot impose it. If a person refuses to see, our duty is to acknowledge it and protect our own inner peace. In the vast Olympus of human relationships, we also find figures similar to Autolycus, the famous thief of Greek mythology, skilled in taking advantage of others. Opportunists seem to capture every spark of generosity and turn it to their advantage. They are those who, instead of seeking mutual support, continuously ask for favors for their own benefit, exploiting others' sense of guilt or responsibility. The Stoic virtue of empathy consists of deeply understanding others. However, when empathy becomes a gateway for those who seek to exploit it, we lose our inner balance. Like Hermes, the messenger of the gods, these individuals move with cunning. They appear affable, praise your qualities, only to later reveal an endless list of requests. According to the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we should help those in need, but also recognize the signs of exploitation, avoiding enabling those who do not respect our time or energy. Opportunists almost always reveal themselves through continuous, sometimes trivial requests that could easily be handled on their own. Offering support is not wrong, but if support becomes systematically one-sided, our lives risk becoming a canvas woven solely for the benefit of others. Stoic wisdom urges us to practice moderation, to offer help when appropriate, and to say no when it is justifiably necessary. In Greek mythology, the young Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection in the water, unable to look away from his own image. Likewise, modern narcissists live in the unwavering belief that everything revolves around them. They do not listen to your problems and, when faced with your joys, are more inclined to diminish them or immediately shift attention to their own interests. In a healthy conversation, there is mutual exchange. With a narcissist, however, dialogue turns into a one-sided monologue, where your voice becomes mere background noise. The philosopher Epictetus warned how essential it is to protect our inner peace, and one way to do so is to avoid excessive attachment to those who have no genuine interest in us. Saying no to someone obsessed with themselves is not a lack of compassion, but an act of preserving energy and dignity. In the myth, Echo tries to call out to Narcissus, but he hears nothing but his own vanity. A similar attitude in daily life can drain our vitality. According to Stoic principles, it is our right and duty to distance ourselves from those who do not respect the balance of relationships. Remember, we cannot heal someone else's narcissism, but we can decide not to fall victim to its alluring call. As we have seen, saying no does not mean lacking kindness or compassion. On the contrary, in many circumstances, refusing to support certain dynamics is the healthiest choice for both ourselves and those receiving the refusal, as it may serve as a mirror for their own responsibility. Athena, with her foresight, teaches us that wisdom also consists of firm decisions. Artemis, goddess of the hunt and protection, shows us that we must know how to defend our own space. And Nike, goddess of victory, reminds us that the greatest success is mastering ourselves, not those around us. Before concluding, I invite you once again to subscribe to the channel. Here you will find more valuable content, insights, and stories inspired by the greatness of Stoic thought and the marvelous tales of Greek mythology. Give this video a like if you found it useful, and most importantly, leave a comment. Would you like to share an experience with difficult people? How have you chosen to protect your serenity? It will be a pleasure to exchange thoughts together. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Always remember that, as the great philosophers and mythical heroes teach, we have the power to say no when someone or something threatens our growth and values. I wish you courage and discernment on your journey. May the wisdom of Athena, the strength of Heracles, and the righteousness of Stoicism guide you in every choice. See you in the next video.